kindergarten edition.
So that basically means today we're going to be sharing some of our favorite reads, and by our, I mean these two. These are books that we are planning to read for the month of October. Some of these will be read for homework and bedtime reading and just for leisure time. So let's go ahead and get started. What's our first book?
So our first book is Anna and Elsa, and this is number 2. And this is the season of Sisterhood is the Strongest Magic. And this book is Memory and Magic.
Right, so we started the Anna and Elsa series last year or earlier this year. I know it was during the winter time. So this is a great series if kids are wondering what happens after the movie Frozen. And of course I know they had the mini Frozen movie, but this follows the adventure of Anna and Elsa kind of reconnecting and getting to know each other. And like she said, this is book 2, Memory and Magic, so we can't wait to get into this one. What's next?
Our next book is Nikki and Deja, the Newsy News newsletter. It's kind of hard to say.
Yes, this is a tongue twister for sure. This book series, Nikki and Deja, is written by Karen English. It's a new series that follows 2 best friends, Nikki and Deja. This book is great, especially for girls of color. Just because it teaches them about friendship and about all of the growing pains that comes with it. That in this book, Nikki and Deja have decided to start a newsletter to sell to make money, but to also keep the neighbors up to speed with what's going on in the neighborhood. So we've already started this one. Can't wait to finish it.
Our next book is Underpants Dance, and she has on a tutu, but under it she has on sparkly underpants.
Right, so this book is by Marlena Zalp, and of course it is self-explanatory, a book about a girl dancing in her underpants. And you have, turn around so they can see, The Spooky Tire. Of course this book is great for October because it has those Halloween feels to it, and it is written by John Aska, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. The Trucktown series is obviously a book about trucks. This will be, I want to say our second book from the Trucktown series that we have read, but I can't wait to read this one.
Our next book is Fire Engines by Annie Walkwell.
So October is National Fire Safety Month, and so this month we're going to read a lot of books related, of course, to fires, firefighters, fire engines, just anything that can help get us on the path to talking about fire safety.
Our next book is Flashing Fire Engines, and in the back it shows us parts of a fire engine.
Right, so in the back it can talk to you about fire engines. And this book is written by Tony Milton and Ant Parker, and they do a whole slew of these books, and we've read quite a few. So again, I'm reading this book for Fire Safety Month. And then you have, what's that? Right, Max. This is Max's ABCs, written by Rosemary Wells. If your kids love the Max and Ruby TV series that comes on Nickelodeon or Nick Jr., then they will love this book. And it's a great book to kind of teach kids about the ABCs and all of that great stuff.
We want it, Mom. We want that.
We'll think
Our
about it.
next book is Truth or Hair, about Holly and her sister Poppy.
Right, so this is Truth or Hair. It's from the Ever After High, a school story series. There are 2 series that I know from Ever After High. And this book, like she said, is about Poppy and Holly O'Hare. They are the daughters of Rapunzel's. Something happens to Holly's hair and it stops growing, and they kind of have to figure out why. We have read quite a few of the books in this book series. You'll see them on the bottom there. This is book 5, and as you can see, we've already kind of gotten started, but so far I would have to say A Semi-Charming Kind of Life has been my favorite from their A School Story series. What's been your favorite?
My favorite has been A Semi-Charming Life.
Right, so we really like that one, and that was the charming sibling stories, Darling, Dexter, and Daring. So what do you have?
The phone go to my pocket.
Right. 2 Mini Pumpkins by Linda White is a story of a farmer. She is a female, and she grows pumpkins, but she ends up growing too many pumpkins. And so she has to figure out kind of like, you know, what she's going to do to get rid of all of these pumpkins. This book is also perfect for October because October screams pumpkin patches. So we have already read this book last year, so we are reading it again for a second time this year.
Our next book is Sweet Peas Touch Choices by Silk White.
Right, so Sweet Peas Tough Choices by Silk White. Again, this is a great book for children of color, just so you know they can see themselves in the books. You know, diversity does matter. And this book is just about Sweet Pea, a little girl who's really curious, and she kind of has to make some tough choices on the risks she takes. And this is a great book to teach kids about listening to parents and making wise decisions when it comes to a lot of simple things in life. What do you have? And then we also have Nettie the Nut-Free Squirrel, which is a great book for kids who have nut allergies, or even if your child doesn't have a nut allergy, but you want to kind of talk to them about their friends who do and what can kind of happen when they come in contact with peanuts and all that stuff. In this house, we do have nut allergies, so this book is great to just kind of keep them aware of, you know, what to do and what not to do in terms of their nut allergies.
Okay, so our next book is Oh Mama Squirrel. And on the back, it shows their names, Twiggy, Nutleaf, Chip. And right here, it seems like their mom is saying some stuff.
Right. So a mom's life is always full of adventure. We're always trying to do what's best for our kids and keep them safe, and Oh Mama Squirrel is no different. This book is written by David Ezra Stein, and I cannot wait to get into it. What do you have? Right. ABC Adventure by Aubrey Wood. This book is great, especially for homeschoolers, or if your child's getting ready to start preschool and you just kind of want to get them started on learning their ABCs. This book is really great for that.
Our next book is Alphabet Rescue, also by
Audrey Wood.
And illustrated by Bruce Wood.
So again, this book is great for starting kids talking about, you know, the ABCs and all of that good stuff, so they can just get familiar with it. So what do you have? Ooh, this is What James Said by Liz Rosenberg. This is a great book to talk to kids about friendship. James and Aiden are friends. One day James says something and then him and Aiden have a falling out. So you have to read the book with your kid to see if they make up in the end.
So our next book is Emily's Everyday Manners. They teach kids about their manners.
Right, Emily Post, you know, she wrote the book on manners for adults, and now I want to say her daughters are back, Peggy Post and Cindy Post Nelly, writing a book for kids to teach them manners at home, the playground, school, all that great stuff. A great book to get your kids started on manners and etiquette. Alright, so then next we have Knock Knock, My Dad's Dream for Me. I love when I see books about dads and their kids, because, you know, a lot of times we don't see that, and it's just a book about a little boy telling what his dad's dream for him was back in the day. So this is a really great and powerful and moving book, and again, it is also a great book to read to children of color, or if you don't have children of color but you're looking to diversify your kids' bookshelves, definitely pick this up. This book is written by Daniel Beatty.
Next we have Get Up and Go.
So Get Up and Go by Nancy Carlson is a book to inspire kids and their parents, yes you, to turn off the TV, get off the couch and start moving. There's so many different activities we can do with our kids to exercise and stay healthy, and to make sure that we don't become couch potatoes. This is A Leaf Can Be, written by Laura Purdy Salas, and this is a great book to teach kids about imagination. A leaf is not just a leaf, it can be anything, from cover to frost catcher, all that good stuff. And the great thing about this book is that in the back you have a glossary for the reading if you kind of want to do some nonfiction reading, parts of a leaf and all that great stuff to really get into the nonfiction side of teaching kids about leaves and trees and all that great stuff. This is perfect for fall with the leaves falling and all of that good stuff. And then we have One Day in the Eucalyptus Tree. So this is a great book. I saw the cover of this book and I was just like, oh, and it kind of reminded me of the Jungle Book and how jungle feel, and I just know I had to pick it up for the kids. This story is written by Daniel Bernstrong, so I can't wait to read this. This is about a boy who pretty much runs into a eucalyptus tree and he kind of gets scared. So you kind of have to figure out, how does he get unscared? How does he get his way out of the tree? Because on the back, you see he kind of gets wrapped up by a snake, and you kind of have to see if he escapes the snake and all of that good stuff. And there's the snake on the front.
Our final last book is My Papa, and it looks like that's his grandpa.
Yes, this book is written by Irene Small, and it's just a book chronicling a grandson's day spent with his grandpa. Looks like they're going to be in the kitchen whipping up some goodness. On the back there are their ingredients. Looks like they have all the makings of a nice little cake going on there. I see the milk and the eggs and the butter and what looks to be some nice batter in it. So I can't wait to read this book with them to find out what he and his pop are going to be making. And again, this is a great book for Grandparents' Day, also once again to diversify your bookshelf, just to read with your kids, and just really kind of encourage them to bond with their grandparents. And that is a wrap. That is the end of our October TBR middle grade and kindergarten edition, and we hope that you will join us again next month for our November TBR. And be sure to leave us some of your favorite family reads that you read with your kids below in the comments. Until next time, this is Kay Elizabeth, and we will see you later. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, and also subscribe.
Yes, subscribe.
And like. And bye. See you next time. Turn out the light.